Hello guys, good day. Welcome to Parvatech, and this is Swatika Majumdar, your trainer for Linux sessions for the day. I hope you guys had been practicing whatever I have been teaching. So let's get started with our other commands. So first open the VMware workstation, guys. Now let's power on this virtual machine. Okay, so it's almost about to start. Guys, I hope you guys have also got this very window by now, but I'll still wait a few minutes and then we will start off together. Okay, guys. So now we will open the terminal. So let's just start our terminal. Open it. The shortcut Control Alt T. Okay, so we have got our terminal now. I hope you guys have also opened up your terminals. And first things first, pwd, our present working directory is user now. We will change it to desktop. Make sure, guys, that the spelling is correct and along with the cases, because Linux is case sensitive in nature. Okay, cd space desktop, because we want to change the directory to desktop. Okay, enter again to be double sure. So pwd, yes, it is showing as desktop. Long list, we have these many files and directories and zip files, as it can be identified from its color codes. And ls space hyphen ltr, get everything in detailed 7-column format along with their permissions and everything. And from here also we can understand whichever is a directory or a file or zipped file. So here now we are at desktop. So yesterday we had learned how to copy files and directories or the contents. Okay, and also copying something with creating a backup, and also copying the contents, and also whenever we are trying to copy from one source to another destination, like with a pop-up message, whether we want to overwrite all those contents or not. So all those things we had already learned yesterday, and I hope you guys have been practicing those commands. So today we will learn the mv command, basically to move the files from one place to another, or to rename files as well. So we would learn how it is done, and let's get started. So the mv command, what does it do? It is used to move a file from one path to another, and also renaming a file or a directory. Okay, just the things, the points which I have just mentioned, it is the same thing which is written here. So we will try these very commands. Let us start with the simple mv command. So mv space source space, there is a space in between, space destination. And what does it do? Sorry guys, so yes, so we would run this very code mv space source space destination. And what does it do? It moves file from source to destination. Okay, now let's try that. Let's try this mv a.txt space classes, and we will hit the enter button. Now let us check the ls command here. A.txt is no longer present in the desktop directory. Okay, because we have moved it from the desktop to the classes directory. All right. And now we will shift to the directory classes. CLASSES, and C is in capital letters. Enter. Now what we will do? We will check the long list command, ls. Now here guys, you can see the file a.txt. If we again do ls space hyphen ltr here to get, in that 7-column format, so we can check everything here. Its last modified time, its file size. So see, its modified time has not changed because we have just moved the file from one directory to another, from one source to another destination. All right, so sorry, its modification time remains unchanged. All right, and now we will check the contents of the file a.txt. The command is cat space a.txt. Enter. So we can see this very well. The contents. So there, have a good day ahead. Take care. We had already done that because it was just that very same file. Okay. Now again, suppose we want to move this very file to desktop, like just the same thing. So what will we do? We will just write this very command mv space a.txt to desktop. Okay, space desktop, that is the destination. Now we will write here, we will check the ls command. Okay, so now it has actually got renamed, because if you, okay, now I will not confuse you guys here. We will come to this very, variations in after, some time. But as of now, just practice. So just keep in mind that this is not the directory desktop. Okay, why? How can you understand? Because the color code is white in color. It just simply, the a.txt file got renamed, which I'll be, clarifying in next few commands. So please guys, practice this very command mv space source space destination, and I'll spare a few minutes for you guys so that you guys can run the code. Okay, so please run that. So guys, I hope you guys have been running the codes. All right. So now let's just clear these things and we will check the next commands. All right. Now, the thing which I was talking about. See, suppose we want to rename the file, okay, and we want to give a new name to the file. So what is the command for that? That is mv space file name space new file name. Okay, in order to rename a file. Now we will try these commands. We will just write, we'll just check the file names. What are the files here as of now? b.txt, c.txt, and d.txt. Okay. Now suppose I want d.txt to be renamed to some other name. Suppose I want it to be renamed as bravo.txt. All right, and keep this in mind that both are we are not changing the directories. We are just from the same directory. We are just changing the name. Had we written some other directory's name here, it would have got moved from this directory desktop to other directory. Now suppose like had we written here like mvb.txt space classes or space lin, whichever it is, the names of the other directories, it would have got moved from desktop to these very directories. But now what are we doing? We are not doing that. We are just giving a new name to this file in this very directory itself, so it gets renamed. So what would we do? We would just write here the command mv space b dot txt, that is the name of our file, the original name, followed by a space bravo dot txt. Okay, and now we will hit the enter button. Okay, now we will just write this very command ls for the long list, and we will hit the enter button here as of now. So enter, and see, we cannot see b.txt anymore. What do we see? We see here bravo.txt. If we do ls space hyphen ltr, see here also, that is the text. It is not showing any other directory or so. So, and also just note here the modification time remains unchanged. Okay, so we will just check the contents of bravo.txt as of now. So we will write here cat space bravo.txt, enter, which is hi guys. Okay, which was the contents of b.txt itself. Like nothing has got changed except the name of the file, because we have just renamed the file b.txt to bravo.txt. All right. So this is very easy, guys. Now suppose we again wanna rename that file back to b.txt. So what do? Very simple, guys. mv. Now we would write here what is our file name one. That is now in this case it is bravo.txt. So mv bravo.txt space. What do we want to put here? The previous name, that is b.txt. All right. Now hit the enter button. We will write here ls. Now see, you guys can no more see bravo.txt, but it is showing here as b.txt. And if we write this ls space hyphen ltr command to get everything in 7-column format in a more detailed way. Now again you see here bravo.txt 1242, and again here b.txt 1242, which means the modification time remains unchanged. So you guys can see, so it is just back to, we have just renamed it back to again b.txt. Nothing else has got changed, because we can also check, and even here you guys can see the file size, which is 10 bytes for b.txt, same as that of bravo.txt, again 10 bytes. So we will check the contents again for b.txt in order to be double sure that the contents are still the same. So what is the command for that? We would write here cat space b.txt and enter. See, it's just the same. Hi guys. So you guys can understand now that nothing has got changed, be it the file size or the contents or the modification time. Only the files will get renamed in Linux from this mv command when we run this in the very same directory. All right. So it will just get renamed and nothing else. So guys, please run this very command mv space the old file name, or rather I should be like saying the existing name of the file space the new name, whichever name you want to give or to assign to that very file name, and then hit the enter button. And also check these long list commands, and also to check the detailings you do, I would suggest to go for this ls space hyphen ltr command as well, and also check the contents from this cat command, cat space file name command. So guys, I will just spare a few minutes. Please run the codes. So guys, I believe you guys have run these very codes for renaming, which is very easy. So I will just start with the next commands. All right. So next command is mv space -b source and then the destination. What does it do? It will not only move the file from the source directory to the destination directory, but also it will create a backup for the same. Okay, so let's try that. mv space, sorry, we are in desktop, but just to be double sure, we will check the pwd command and also the ls command as well, and also ls-ltr. Now we have got everything in detailed structure. So now we will write here mv space -b space. Suppose now we want to move our d.txt file from desktop to lin, okay, which is the directory here. So we would write here now mv space -b, then the name of the file, that is d.txt space the destination, that is the name of the folder wherever we want to move that file. So we would write here lin. All right, and then we will hit the enter button. Enter. We would write here ls. Now guys, see, we do not see here d.txt anymore, and let's change the directory to lin. Enter ls, and again if you do ls space -ltr, we can see here that d.txt got moved here, and there is already a backup which has also been created. Okay guys, so very easy command, nothing to worry about much, but still I would just spare a minute or so. So please run this very command. So it's a very important one, like if you want to move some file from one directory to another, and also in the same time you want to create a backup for the same, so you use this very command mv space -b, then again space the file name and space the destination, that is the folder name whichever you want to move the file into. Okay, so please run this very command guys. I will wait for some time till then. Okay, so I believe that you guys have run this code, and we will check our next command. All right. Now we will check this very command, cp space hyphen p, followed by a space, then write the source, and again after a space write the destination name. And what does it do? It will copy the contents from source, sorry, to destination. Sorry, I'm really very sorry. We have already done this cp commands. We would be doing this mv space hyphen I command. All right. So what is our command? Mv space hyphen I, then after a space write the source name, and again after a space write the name of the destination. And what does it do? It prompts a message of yes or no before moving the file. Okay, so as of now, like I mean to say by now, we have already understood, after practicing or after having these many lessons, so what are the significance of this, minus, like I mean hyphen I, hyphen b, so all these kinds of codes. So we already know what would they be used for. So let's run this very code, guys. Okay, mv space hyphen I, after a space source, and after again one more space destination. So write down here, guys, mv space hyphen I space source. Suppose now we want to move b.txt to classes, the directory CLASSES, being capital. Okay, and we will hit the enter button now. Sorry, we'll just check here. The message did not pop up actually. How is that even possible? Just a minute. So in ls, we have this b.txt file here. And now if we just try to do the same again, mv space hyphen I. Suppose if we want to rename b.txt to bravo.txt and enter ls. Okay, maybe for this version and for the move command, mv dot hyphen I command is not, showing the message. So guys, but you guys try that this very, command in your versions, it might work. I don't know, maybe in this very version, like 12.04, maybe it's just not working for this very version, but I would still, you know, recommend you guys to practice this very command and check if the message, like, for our previous commands as well, which was popping up. So just check if that very message is popping up or not, and also check with yes, no, and also not only for moving the file from one place to another, also check, for renaming the files as well. So please check. It might work in the other versions. So I would still like, spare a minute or so for you guys to run this very code, mv space hyphen I. So guys, I hope for some of you in some of the versions that mv space hyphen I command had worked as in it has worked here as well, but the message did not pop up. So I hope for some of the versions it worked. And now we will check our next command, that is mv space hyphen f. Okay, after a space source, after a space destination, what does it do? It will forcefully move a file. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's just directory to classes ls. Now if we want to move a.txt to lin here, and like using this command mv space hyphen f to forcefully move the file. So what do we do here now? mv space hyphen f space a.txt space lin and hit the enter button. Now we will check the ls here command. See, we cannot see here a.txt anymore, so we will change the directory to lin, not the lin which is on desktop, but the one which is inside the classes directory. So cd lin. Please don't get confused here, guys. And now we will check the ls command, and we can here see a.txt folder. I mean, sorry, a.txt file. So now let's mv space hyphen f space a.txt space classes and enter ls. So what did it do? Here a.txt got forcibly renamed to classes. Okay, very easy, guys. And again, if you want to rename it back to a.txt, what is the command? Either way we can do, either mv.f or just normal mv as well. So what do we write here? We would write here classes, which is our file here. Okay, that would be our file name 1, the existing one, to the new one which we again want to rename it back to a.txt. So we would write here a.txt after a space and then hit the enter button, ls command, and see here again it is showing here a.txt. So when is this command used? Suppose we are unable to move one file, or we are unable to rename one file for some reason, but we want to still, this very command to get executed. So at that time we run this very command mv space hyphen f a.txt, I mean, the source, and after a space followed by the destination. Or in case we want to rename a file, so what do we do here at that time? In order to execute it forcibly, mv space hyphen f after a space the name of the existing file name, whichever file we want to rename, after a space the new file name. All right, so guys, please try that out, mv space hyphen f command, and I'll spare a minute. This is very easy, guys. Please run the codes. All right, guys. Now we will be moving on to our next command. Let's just clear all these things up. Okay, but before that, let's just move, because as of now we have just been moving the files from one directory to another. Let's just do one thing. Let's try moving the file. Let's try moving a directory from one directory to another. All right. Let's check the ls command here, and now let us move into the command to the directory lin. So we would write here cd space lin. We will check the things here. We will also check the directories present here once. Okay, it is showing access denied. Because if you guys remember, we had changed the permissions of week. So now we will check cd x ls. So there's many folders, these many directories are there, and let's check them one by one as well. cd monday ls. There is a file named weekday.txt. Back to lin now, back to x, sorry, and let's check tuesday as well. ls, it is empty. Back to x, and now let's check wednesday. Again wednesday is empty. Okay, so let's go back to x now. Now let's do one thing. Let's move tuesday to wednesday from the directory x. Okay, so now as you can understand, guys, all these are blue in color, suggesting that they are the directories. You can also get the detailed version ls space hyphen ltr here. So see, it starts with D, and also the color codes are blue, which means that all of these are the directories. And now what we would do, we would move the directory tuesday from the directory x to the directory wednesday. So let's do that. Very simple, guys. mv source. What is our source here? It will be tuesday. tues, t being in capital, space wednesday, wed, w being in capital. Okay, so this is our source and this is our destination. And what would we do here? We would hit the enter button. Now if we check ls, see, we do not see tuesday here anymore. ls space hyphen ltr. So what do we have now? Only monday, and we have only tuesday. And again, pay attention here, guys. The timings, modified times, they remain unchanged. Okay, so now we will move to wednesday. So cd space wednesday, wed, w being capital, enter, ls. See, now here we can see tuesday, ls space hyphen ltr. We can see tuesday. And again, suppose we want to rename here, so we would write here tues mv space tues space, suppose we want to make it friday. Okay, and we would write, and we would put the enter button here. We would just hit enter, ls. See, now this is how we change the name of the directories as well. We are renaming the directories. ls space hyphen ltr friday. It's nothing but our file Tuesday, not sorry, I'm so sorry, my bad. Not our file, but our directory Tuesday got renamed to Friday, which is very evident from the color code as well, and also from the permissions column we can understand. So our directory Tuesday got renamed to Friday. So guys, use these very commands: A, from moving a directory to another directory, okay, and also use this mv command to rename a directory. So guys, I will spare a few minutes. Please run the codes. Guys, try the both ways, moving a directory and also renaming the directory. Okay guys, so I hope you guys have run the commands both to move the directory to another directory and also to rename the directory. So now we will check our last command for moving. Okay, last mv command. Okay, which is mv space hyphen v, after a space destination, and again, sorry, source, and after a space destination. Okay, what does it do? It explains what is being done. So we would just run this very command. Okay, mv space hyphen v. Now let us first try to rename c.txt, the file. So what would we do? We would write here mv space c.txt to some other name. Suppose we want to make it charlie.txt. So charlie dot txt. We want to rename. Okay. So now what would we do? We would just hit the enter button, and we will check here ls. Okay, so c.txt got converted to charlie.txt, I mean dot renamed. So the renaming part they do not show, but we will now see whenever we try to move one file or one directory to another, it will show the details. Now suppose we will move c.txt to lin. Suppose we do it here, or suppose just change the directory now to cd space hyphen lin ls. Now suppose we want to move l.txt, like l, this is our file. Okay, this is not a directory. We can also understand from the color code, and also if we want to be double sure, let's just run this code ls space hyphen ltr. Now here again, from the permissions and from the color code and everything, we can understand that l is a file. Now suppose we want to move mv space hyphen v, and we want to move l, that is the file, to the folder, I mean to the directory a. So we would write here a. So mv space hyphen v space l, which is our file, space a, which is our directory, and then we will hit the enter button. Enter. Now see, we get the details here that l, the file l, got moved to the directory a. All right. So we can get the details here. And guys, this is a very easy command only, but remember that renaming is not shown, but only when we move the file from source to another destination, the details are, being shown. So please, I'll just, guys, spare a minute or so for you guys. So run the code. All right, guys. So this was all for the day, and I hope you guys have also run this very MV space hyphen V code and checked these very details as well. So we'll just exit as of now. And guys, keep practicing. And if you guys encounter any problem, please feel free to reach out to us. We are always there, happy to help. You can connect to us either via Skype, or also you can write your concern in a mail, or also you can give us a call. We would be very happy to solve your queries. So please keep practicing and happy learning. We will meet each other again in our next class. Bye bye.